Hey guys, this is John Tom for Total Brohammer, and I'm coming at you with another Warhammer 2 quick battle. Alright, as you can see, we got the Fey Enchantress and Bretonnia here against the High Elves. Alright, so let's get to some army compositions real quick. I've got an army of... I got two Spearmen Armed Shields, 2 Battle Pilgrims, 2 Foot Squires, as well as a Peasant Mob. And these guys were actually meant to be all intermixed, but it actually got messed up, so my Spear's all over here. And yeah, you can see how they grouped. Anyway, I've also got 2 Corel Guardians and the Fey Enchantress, of course. I've actually decided to put some Paladins in the front line. Now, they were supposed to be in the middle of the Foot Squires on both sides, but I actually did not notice it somehow when the battle was starting it. So I've also got a unit of men-at-arms with shields meant to take the initial archer volley, and 3 peasant archers with pox arrows to slow down any cav of the enemy. Also got 2 mounted yeoman archers. So this was a build that was brought against me as the High Elves on ladder, and it beat me. And you know what I do when I get beat on ladder by a build? I usually go and try it out. So that's what I'm doing. So I am fighting my opponent, who is the High Elves led by Tyrion. He's got... I want you to look at his army. His entire army is anti-large. Thankfully, I only brought 2 cav units, but they are some of the most expensive cav units in the game, the Corel Guardians, and we'll see how those guys fare. So as you can see, he's got 6 Spearmen, 4 Lothern Sea Guard, and 2 Phoenix Guard, as well as a Mage of High Magic with, looks like Tempest, what's that thing called? Hand of Glory, and Apotheosis. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be coming around the edge here to just get some shots into his guys. No real good targets here. They all have silver shields. I really want to be shooting into these Lothern Sea Guard, but they have longer range than me, so I'm just going to start shooting into these Spearmen. Now my opponent does a really clever move right here. He runs Tyrion in here, knowing that nothing can catch him, pops Full Seeker, gets out, and pops his little fire spell there. Thankfully, I dodged most of it, but I do take 25% damage, so that's not good for me. Not a great start. As you can see, my Grail Knights are slow to respond, as I am a piece of garbage, and I've also forgotten 1 Grail Knight over here, but it's okay, they'll catch up. So over here, I'm actually going to be shooting at these Spearmen, just getting in damage wherever I can. And the opponent who used these guys against me used them much better than I did, but I don't think I brought too many archers, and also I kind of ignored them because I felt like they would absolutely be garbage. We'll see how they do in this match. Alright, so, guys, y'all can see that the High Elf army is, well, frankly, much better than mine. He could have just brought a couple Phoenix Guard to probably beat my entire army, but you know, we got some Bretonnia Knights, so we're gonna give it our best here. We're gonna show these filthy peasants that are the High Elves, who would call themselves noble, what nobility really is. So we're gonna show some real nobility here. They're forming up in their pitiful ranks, but we get peasants by the dozen coming here. We are not afraid. My opponent is unwisely shooting at these men-at-arms with shields, so he is taking them down fast. That's kind of wasted ammo. They're very cheap, and they have silver shields. So he's going to turn around and start shooting at my mounted yeomen as they were getting some shots into these Lothern Sea Guard, and got some pretty good damage pretty fast. I'm going to have all my archers actually shoot at his archers here, because that's what they're here for. And we got lots of pox arrows coming in here, and they are doing an immense amount of damage, so that was a really good volley. We're going to do some charges to the front line here. I mean, everything's spears. We got to charge something. If they're fighting, I'm pretty sure they're not braced. We're going to get a charge in right there. Going to get a nice heal over here to help out these men-at-arms with shields, though probably that was a premature one. He's going to pull these guys back, which is nice to charge at these Foot Squires, so really good strategy on his side. I did not get that. I'm going to try to pull these guys through, but I think they're actually going to get stuck. Trying to have my archers actually take down his archers, so I got all of them just trying to take down this one guy here. And as you can see, we're doing some really good damage to him here. As far as the front line goes, it's not going great for us. We got the Fey Enchantress here. I need to have her around so that she can get some good, some sucking off, as my friend Sakarma likes to say. But these archers are absolutely destroying the Foot Squires. Pop a regrowth on these Foot Squires because I need their armor piercing, but it's not really going to help. These Phoenix Guard are, despite them being halberds, are so much better that it doesn't even matter. I come in way too close here and try to get charged with these guys, but I decide better of it because they all turned around at the last second. Now I'm trying to get out of there, but it's not going well for those guys. Gonna drop a nice comedy caster door right here, although honestly I should have casted it right here. It would have been a much better option. If As you see, it's going to come down here and actually does a lot of damage to my Grail Knights, so I immediately healed them up and regret that decision. So I'm actually going to start shooting at these Phoenix Guards, seeing that this Paladin... Oh, I also brought 2 Paladin. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. Seeing that there's nothing blocking all these guys, but my archers are just absolutely being wrecked here. And my front line is just not going to beat these High Elf Spearmen. Look at what these Battle Pilgrims are doing against these High Elf Spearmen. Actually, they're actually not engaged, so that's annoying. So I'm going to come in here and get a rear charge here with my Grail Guardians. All his archers, there's just too many archers for me to be able to take on all, to use mobile archers. Going to get some shots into his Grail Guardians here. He has these Spearmen, which he should have sent around the corner a long time ago. Oh, they're actually being held up by these peasants. But I'm going to be firing into these Phoenix Guards, doing what I can here. The Grail Guardians are doing okay. They're being collapsed in by the Phoenix Guards, so I'm going to try to pull them out this way. Get a nice big fat heal over here with an upgraded Earthblood. He's slowly taking out my archers. His archers are, well, just better. And I'm just not able to do the damage. He gets a very nice Sunfang over here, so I try to dodge it here, but oh, those Battle Pilgrims got messed up pretty bad. So these Grail Guardians aren't doing too great. I have these Grail Guardians trying to fight off Tyrion over here, but Tyrion's stats are just too good, and these Grail Guardians aren't actually able to get through him. I see that, so I'm going to pull these Grail Guardians out and not waste their time here. Going to be shooting at his archers over here, have these Flesh Wires coming back. And as you can see, we're doing really good, but they're also doing really good against us. And our guys rout off a lot easier. So this guy's been sitting here for too long, and the battle's honestly looking pretty bad. We have done some good damage to his archers here. I got the Fey Enchantress, giving him a little sucky, $5 sucky. But yeah, not looking great here. The only thing we have is our Grail Guardians, who aren't even doing that good themselves. So I'm putting them in lance formation since there's no NA cap to deal with, so that we can get better charge bonuses and whatnot. And as you can see, he's doing some good damage. So we're doing some good damage against these Northern Sea Guard, and the archers were actually a pretty good choice here. He finally brings these Spearmen around the edge, which is going to be a real problem for me, and he is going to get these Peasant Bowmen, although you can see my orders to get away. I don't think it's going to be quite in time enough. So now there's a good comment at Castador. Same situation, and the Paladin did pretty good. He pops an Apotheosis on him very wisely. Going to have the Fey Enchantress running in here so that she can start draining on all these guys. Going to have these Grail Guardians come over here and do the charges. Still wasting my time with these Grail Guardians. Even with the favor of the Fey, they're still not doing too good against Tyrion over here. Going to do another charge, get a heal on them, and decide this is a waste of time. So right now, he's got a ton of anti-large, basically against the Fey and a bunch of horses. So I wonder how this one's going to end, guys. It's maybe not what you think. Alright, so I have these archers shooting up these Spearmen, which is also slowing them down, and their shields are facing away from us, so we're actually getting really good damage on them. Yeah, it's some pretty good hits. And I'm just going to be cycle charging all around with these Grail Guardians. They're in lance formations, so they're actually doing really good. And you can see, I had those Grail Guardians come in with the support of the Fey Enchantress, and they did absolutely fantastic. However, I got the Fey Enchantress in here, and now Tyrion is on her. And this is not going to go good here, even though she's giving off her ghastly green bursts of love there. But we're going to come in for some rear charges. And my opponent unwisely sends his Northern Sea Guard into melee combat. I don't think he should have done that. And they are anti-large, and that's probably what I was thinking. But that charge right there allowed me to get the Fey Enchantress out. The fact that this Paladin is holding the Phoenix Guard allowed me to get a good charge on them, unbraced. And now it's come down to I have a couple peasant units back here coming back, which is pretty good for me, and all these Grail Guardians. So I see these Phoenix Guard are caught out and unbraced. We're going to get a nice charge on them, hit right through them, do quite a bit of damage, and then just pull straight through them. That's the power of the lance formation. You can just get out. Gonna pop a Earthblood on the Fey Enchantress and these Grail Guardians. More unbraced spears. Gonna take a charge into them, and they are doing great. Guys, this is what nobility is. Y'all think High Elves are noble? No, sir. Now that's nobility. Oh, yeah. Charging through, not stopping, not giving a fuck about spears. So, my Grail Guardians don't care about spears. They're just gonna do what they want. This is kind of how it went in the battle that I actually got this build from. Gonna come here, go after Tyrion. He leads me into his troops. Good play there. Unfortunately, they were not braced. We are just going to pull out here. And thankfully for me, and one of the best things about the Grail Guardians here is that they actually have the Blessing of the Lady and, most importantly, Perfect Vigor. Guys, I cannot stress how important vigor is. If you have a unit that has perfect vigor, and especially if it's an expensive unit, that is such a huge advantage. We're going to start shooting at these Lothern Seaguard with our archers. Lothern Seaguard are more accurate, of course. We got a bunch of units being chased off here. We're going to make sure a lot of them get off the field. And as you can see with the cycle charging, we're actually slowly whittling down. We got almost all his Lothern Seaguard off the field. We almost got all his spears now, and now it's just coming down to these Phoenix Guard, these spears, and old Tyrion here. And as you can see, Tyrion tries to come in and help his caster, but we do get his caster a rout again, and we do get another charge on these Lothern Seaguard, but immediately we're going to pull out. Now, we had a bunch of, y'all saw we had a bunch of peasants back here, but his spearmen, who actually has silver chevrons in him, we were able to beat almost all of them. At the very least, it took forever for these guys to kill him, and all the ammunition these peasant bowmen with box arrows have left. So we're in the backfield right now, just making sure to get off the field any units we can. We're just showing these filthy high elf peasants what true nobility is, like I said. So over here, looks like these guys routed off, and then he started shooting at them, then came back, and he started shooting at them, and now they're just going to rout off again. You cowards. Now what my opponent needs to do, honestly, is just sit still. Box up. I mean, that's all he can do right now. He needs to box up. And that's kind of what he's going to do here, so let's see how exactly that works for him. So, wisely for me, I actually sent these battle pilgrims in too early. I should have had them stay back like the rest of my army and encountered attacks my enemy all at once. Not too worried about these archers. Not armor piercing. We have shields. We have healing. Not worried about it. So these guys, I see these guys are moving. And I know I'm going to have to... I see they're moving again, so boom, charge. Every time they're not braced, it's going to be a charge. Now these guys go around. I'm going to have the spearmen and archer shields, and men and archer shields take on these spearmen. These guys are all not braced, so I'm going to come in here, going to get a nice side charge on these guys. It's going to get Sunfang, but it absolutely destroys some swordsmen, so not great for me. I routed off a lot of his units on the sides here, and I have some peasants running off some spearmen that I don't want to come back. Alright. But I'm just going around here. You see the Fey Enchantress is using her draining ore, sucking the people off, sucking some high elves. You know, at least elves are attractive people, so you know, good for her. Whatever makes her happy. Not what I suggest as a lifestyle choice, but you know, everyone's got their things. So now he's standing here, got a nice formation going on, nice and thick. All he needs to do is just stand here and wait for the charges to come in. However, he's just not boxing up, and I don't understand why he's not. So, we're going to get some more magic draining on these guys. Every little bit counts. Every little cycle charge counts. The thing is, we're not really losing models here, and I get a nice Earthblood on all my guys again. So these Earthbloods are being invaluable here. Looks like, have we lost? There goes a model. So we're only losing 1 or 2 models on each charge. And these charges are coming in quite fast. And as long as he's not braced, we're just doing insane damage to him. Not to mention the Fae keeps on using her magic drain. Tyrion just can't seem to catch up to anybody. He's just floundering over here, not knowing what to do. The Fae Enchantress is actually 95 speed to his 94, so she's actually slightly faster, but with the charge bonus, he could actually catch her. So over here, I'm going to be pulling my guys back. These guys have the favor of the Fae, just using the Fae Enchantress to her maximum capability here. These are the Sea Guard are going off the field. These guys were not braced. These guys were facing the wrong damage, so wrong direction, so another charge right there. And the fact that I hit these guys takes them out of brace, I do believe. So now we got 1 unit of Phoenix Guard, and the cycle charging is just not stopping here. We got Tyrion over here taking out a couple more models of Grail Knights, but you know what? They don't care. They're Grail Knights. They don't even care about Tyrion. So the cycle charge is strong with this one. Nobility at its finest. We're showing them the way, my brothers. We are showing them the way. So the cycle charge is just being absolutely brutal. He pops Soul Seeker and he's going after Fey Enchantress. I immediately see this and pull my Cav to go help her. So he gets a good hit on her, but these guys intercept. He's actually going to run. Not sure why he's running. He needs to actually stay in combat because, as he proved earlier, he can beat Grail Knights in single combat pretty easy here. So we're just going to come back here. Fey Enchantress is going to do some magic draining, and we're going to get some more rear charges on these Phoenix Guard, and it's not looking good for my opponent. Now, some may claim this is cheesy, But Bretonnia is not exactly a strong faction, and well, come on, he brought an entirely anti-large army. I gotta rub it in, you know, just a little bit. So I'm gonna make sure to get these Phoenix Guard off the field, as well as these Spearmen. I'm gonna have the Fey Enchantress make sure these Phoenix Guard don't come back, because 20 Phoenix Guard is a force to be reckoned with. A little magic draining here. Archers are coming back here, and these Phoenix Guard are down to 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave them alone. And have the Grail Guardians come over here and meet up with the Phoenix Guard, because I see that Tyrion is kind of moving over this way, and I don't want the Fey Enchantress to be left out alone. So over here, we're making sure these spears are made quick work of, and at this point, we're just going to be doing a little bit of chasing on Tyrion. Now we're doing some good damage to him here, but I think we're both winning that combat. We're going to do some more cycle charging. But honestly, these guys are actually able to keep up with him pretty well because of the acceleration. Yes, look at that. The acceleration from Lance Formation is so good. Lance Formation is amazing. So let's go ahead and end the replay and look at our kills here. So Fey Enchantress, 124 kills. That's amazing for the Fey Enchantress. Paladins didn't really work out too well, to be quite honest. They allowed me to get a couple good, what are they called? A couple good potion of chalice, or chalice potions, I think. Peasant Mob didn't do too much. They held up some units for a while. These guys took a lot of arrows, so, you know, they did their job. Spearman at Arms held for a while. Battle Pilgrims, Foot Squatters got absolutely wrecked. Our Archers did really good at doing, at the very least, a lot of HP damage to these Laws of Sea Guard. Our Mounted Yeomen weren't used very efficiently. He just had too many archers and was focusing them too heavily. But look at this. Grail Guardians, 242 kills. 115 kills. These Grail Guardians and the Fey Enchantress basically killed an entire anti-large high elf army all by themselves. I thought that was pretty amusing, so I thought I'd show this battle. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be all for this one. I'll see you on the next one. John Tom for Brohammer, signing out.